Have you ever felt like your body was trying to tell you something, but in a strange, quiet way? No pain, no fever, nothing serious, but something just felt off. Maybe it's a light itch that won't go away, a night of restless sleep, a bruise that came out of nowhere. You brush it off, thinking it's just age or stress. But what if that was your body whispering for help before it's too late? The truth is, our bodies send early warnings, subtle, gentle, often silent. And the problem? Most of us miss them until it's serious. In today's video, we'll uncover 8 hidden signs your body may be in trouble, why your body cries quietly instead of screaming for attention, and how to spot these signals early to protect yourself and your loved ones. Are you ready to really listen to your body? Stay with me until the very end, because sign number 8 might just save your life. No joke. 1. Constant itchy skin with no clear reason. Let me tell you about Tom. He's 71, lives in Florida, and has always been pretty healthy. A few months back, he started feeling itchy at night, mostly on his back. Nothing dramatic. No rash. No redness. He just thought it was sweat or dry skin. You know how it is. We chalk these things up to age or the weather. But his wife, Linda, kept noticing how often he was scratching, especially in bed. One day, she finally convinced him to see a doctor. Good thing she did. Turns out, Tom's liver enzymes were way off. The doctor told him his liver was struggling, and that the itchiness was one of the earliest signs. The good news? They caught it early. With some medication, lifestyle changes, and follow-ups, Tom's doing fine now. But he says it was a wake-up call. Here's what most people don't know. When your liver isn't working well, toxins can start building up in your body. And one of the ways your body might try to get your attention is with an itch. Not the kind that goes away with lotion, but a deeper, nagging itch that keeps coming back. So if you've been dealing with unexplained itching, especially on your back, arms, or legs, and there's no rash, no bug bite, nothing obvious, it might be your liver sending you a quiet alarm. You don't have to panic, but you do need to listen. Getting a simple blood test to check your liver function could give you peace of mind, or catch something early enough to treat. And remember, early signs like this are easy to miss, especially when they seem harmless. Now I'm curious, has anyone in your family ever had this kind of itching that turned out to be something more serious? Type itch in the comments if this sounds familiar. Your story might help someone else who's ignoring the same signs right now. Let's keep going. The next one might surprise you even more. 2. Bruises that appear out of nowhere. Ever looked down and seen a bruise you don't remember getting? You think, did I bump into something? But nothing comes to mind. That's what happened to Maria. She's 68 and active, walks every morning, eats well, always full of energy. But over the course of a few weeks, she started noticing purple spots on her arms and legs. No pain, no injury, just bruises. At first, she laughed it off, told her daughter, "I guess I'm just clumsy now." But her daughter wasn't so sure. She gently pushed her to get checked, and it was a good thing she did. Maria's doctor ran some blood tests and found her platelet count was low. Turns out her blood wasn't clotting properly. It wasn't anything life-threatening yet, but it could have been if left untreated. Bruising easily can sometimes be a sign that your blood isn't as healthy as it should be. It might be something simple like a vitamin deficiency, or something more serious like a blood disorder or liver problem. What matters most is not ignoring it. If bruises are popping up regularly and you can't explain them, especially in places that don't usually get bumped, it's time to listen. Think about it this way. Your body is doing its best to warn you, but instead of shouting, it's whispering. A bruise that doesn't hurt might still be a cry for help. And sometimes, that one trip to the doctor, the one you keep putting off, can make all the difference. So let me ask, have you or someone you love ever had strange bruises like this? If yes, type bruise in the comments. Someone else out there might need to hear your story. All right, take a breath. We've still got 6 more silent warning signs to uncover, and the next one might just explain that tired feeling you've been ignoring. 3. Constant fatigue that doesn't go away. We all get tired, but have you ever felt exhausted no matter how much you rest? Like you wake up tired, nap, and still feel drained, and by evening, you're running on empty? That was Jerry's story. He's 73, retired, and used to be the life of the neighborhood, always fixing things, helping folks out. But then he started slowing down. At first, he blamed it on age. "I guess I'm just getting older," he told his wife. But it wasn't normal tiredness. He'd sleep 8 hours, yet wake up feeling like he hadn't slept at all. He lost interest in things he used to enjoy, even his Sunday morning fishing trips. His wife noticed, and one day, she gently said, "Jerry, this isn't you." They went to the doctor, and blood work revealed something surprising. Jerry had low iron levels and early signs of anemia. His body wasn't producing enough healthy red blood cells, which meant his muscles and brain weren't getting enough oxygen. No wonder he felt like he was walking through molasses every day. Sometimes chronic fatigue is your body waving a red flag. It could be anemia, thyroid issues, diabetes, or even heart problems slowly developing in the background. The hard part? Fatigue is easy to ignore. We all tell ourselves we're just busy, stressed, or not sleeping well. But when rest doesn't fix it, it's time to ask why. So here's a question for you. Have you been feeling tired lately? The kind of tired that sleep just doesn't fix? If that hits home, type tired in the comments. You never know who else might need a little push to get checked out. And stick with me. The next sign has to do with something most of us think is harmless, but it could be your body's early cry for help. 4. Easy bruising without a clear reason. Have you noticed more bruises on your skin lately, and you can't remember bumping into anything? That's exactly what happened to Martha. She's 76 and still sharp as a tack. One morning, while putting on her cardigan, she noticed a big purple bruise on her upper arm. That's strange, she thought. Then, a few days later, another one appeared near her thigh. No pain, no injury she could recall, just these mysterious marks. At first, she joked with her daughter, "Maybe I'm sleepwalking and bumping into furniture." But her daughter wasn't laughing. She made an appointment with Martha's doctor. Good thing she did. After some blood tests, Martha was diagnosed with a vitamin K deficiency, something most people don't think twice about. Turns out, vitamin K helps your blood clot properly. Without enough of it, even a minor bump can leave a big mark. But here's the thing. Easy bruising can also point to more serious problems, like blood disorders or even leukemia. The skin is often the first place your body whispers, something's off. So if bruises keep showing up without a good reason, don't brush it off. It's your body trying to get your attention. Have you, or someone you love, ever noticed bruises that seem to come out of nowhere? If that sounds familiar, drop the word bruise in the comments. It might be a small sign, but catching it early can make a huge difference. And up next, we'll talk about a symptom that shows up when you're just sitting still, and it might surprise you how serious it can be. 5. Shortness of breath while doing everyday things. Have you ever found yourself out of breath just walking to the mailbox? Or maybe climbing a short set of stairs feels like you just ran a mile. That's what happened to George, 74, a retired firefighter. He's used to hard work, but lately something fell off. Just bending over to tie his shoes left him breathing heavier than usual. Maybe I'm just out of shape, he thought. But his wife, Linda, wasn't convinced. She noticed he was getting winded while talking on the phone, even while just sitting on the porch. Eventually, she persuaded him to see a doctor. The diagnosis? Early-stage heart failure. George was shocked. "But I don't have chest pain," he said. That's the tricky part. Shortness of breath can be one of the first signs the heart isn't pumping like it should. And it's not just the heart. It can also be linked to lung issues, anemia, or even hidden infections. The point is, when you feel breathless doing things that used to be easy, your body is raising a flag. Breathing should never feel like a chore. So, think about it. Have you ever felt winded for no good reason? If yes, type breath in the comments. It might be the sign that prompts someone else to get checked too. Coming up, we'll look at a symptom that many people confuse with stress, but it could mean something much more serious. Stay with me. 6. Trouble swallowing or feeling like food gets stuck. Have you ever taken a sip of water or a bite of food, and suddenly it feels like it's just not going down, right? That's exactly what happened to Marlene, 69. She always loved crunchy toast in the morning. But over the past few months, even soft foods made her pause. "It just feels like it's stuck in my throat," she told her daughter. but I'm not choking and I don't feel sick. She tried to ignore it, thinking it was just age or stress. But when she started skipping meals because of the discomfort, her daughter insisted on a checkup. Turns out, Marlene had early signs of esophageal narrowing caused by acid reflux damage over the years. Left untreated, it could have led to more serious problems, like malnutrition or even cancer. Difficulty swallowing might seem like a minor annoyance, but it can be your body's quiet way of saying, hey, something's wrong here. So if food doesn't go down the way it used to, or you feel like it's lingering in your throat, don't brush it off. It's not just in your head. Have you or someone you love experienced this before? Drop a swallow in the comments so we can talk more about it. Next, we'll explore a strange but powerful clue that shows up not on your body, but in your dreams. Don't miss it. 7. Vivid nightmares or sudden changes in sleep patterns. Have your dreams been feeling unusually real lately? Or maybe you're waking up more often in the middle of the night, heart racing, confused about where you are? That's what happened to Henry, 76. A quiet man who never complained much. But one morning, he looked shaken. I dreamt I was drowning, he whispered to his wife, eyes wide. I could feel the water, smell it. It felt so real. At first, they both thought it was just a bad night. But the dreams kept coming, sometimes terrifying, sometimes just plain strange. Then came the restless sleep, tossing and turning, talking in his sleep, waking up exhausted. Concerned, his family took him for a checkup. After a series of tests, Henry was diagnosed with REM sleep behavior disorder, sometimes an early sign of neurological issues, including Parkinson's. It doesn't mean everyone with strange dreams is seriously ill, but when your sleep changes suddenly and your dreams start to feel more intense, it's your brain trying to tell you something. Sleep is where your brain heals. When that healing gets disrupted, it matters. Have you ever had dreams that felt too real or felt different waking up lately? If so, type sleep in the comments. You never know who else might relate. Coming up is the final and possibly most surprising sign. It's something many people ignore for years until it's too late. Stay with me. 8. Persistent fatigue that doesn't go away with rest. We all feel tired sometimes, but have you ever felt a kind of exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix? Like no matter how much you rest, your body still feels heavy, your mind still cloudy? That's exactly what happened to Gloria, 74. She used to start every morning watering her garden, humming along to her favorite radio show. But slowly, she began skipping her routine. I just don't have the energy, she told her neighbor one day. Even after a full night's sleep, I wake up already tired. Her family thought it was just aging. But deep down, Gloria felt something was off. She went in for a full checkup, and the results surprised everyone. She had early-stage heart failure. Her heart wasn't pumping as efficiently, causing poor circulation and fatigue. Thanks to that early discovery, Gloria got treatment in time, medications, lifestyle changes, and regular monitoring. Today, she's back in her garden a little slower, but still smiling. Fatigue that lingers isn't something to ignore. It's not laziness. It's not just getting older. Sometimes, it's the body waving a white flag. So if you're feeling constantly drained, no matter how much you rest, listen to that signal. It might just save your life. Has someone in your life struggled with this kind of fatigue? Comment "tired" if that story hits home. Up next, we'll wrap it all up with some powerful takeaways you won't want to miss. Stay with me. Our bodies are constantly communicating with us, but not in words. Instead, they send us tiny, sometimes subtle signals. We've just gone through 8 whispers that could be cries for help from your body, from unusual bruises to strange sleep patterns after meals, and even a sudden loss of interest in life. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to listen. Because when you truly pay attention to your body, you're not just preventing illness, you're adding years to your life. Remember, it's never too late to start noticing these small signs and taking action. It's the little things that can make the biggest difference in our health. If you found this video helpful, share it with your loved ones, especially your parents or grandparents. Let them know that paying attention to these signs can make a world of difference. Comment below which sign you've recognized the most in your life, and don't forget to follow the Senior Health Secrets channel. We're here to listen, learn, and support one another in living a longer, happier, and more meaningful life. Let's make sure we live not just longer, but better.